Some good notes, man.
Been into Typo Negative lately.
Typo Negative's good stuff, dude.
It's actually really good.
I still listen to Christian Woman every once in a while, and of course Black Number One, and We Hate Everyone. That was my favorite album.
I don't know. I just like songs from them. And by the way, are we starting? Oh, yes, no.
We'll roll with it.
We'll roll with it. Welcome to Something Shiny. But this will be episode 2, I think. But I like Love You to Death. It's just a beautiful song, you know.
What did he die of? A heart attack, wasn't it?
I don't know. He was big.
It was complications or something.
Yeah, he was like 6'8".
Yeah, he was a monster. But see, he looked like a Neanderthal.
Yeah, have you seen the video for Black Number One?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, where his face keeps coming in and out.
Yeah, dude, he was a scary dude, man.
Yeah.
I tell you, if I saw him in a back alley, I wouldn't want to mess with him.
No, I wouldn't. No.
Take my wallet.
Right? Take my money. It's like, but sir, I'm like, no. But anyway,
yeah,
we're just both looking at the dogs that came running in.
I could hear his tail beating the hell out of the table.
Welcome, Something Shiny podcast.
The ADD or the ADD podcast, where we both need to be on medication.
Yeah, definitely.
The conversation changes every 3 to 5 minutes.
All right. I want to start this podcast off with a question we had on episode 1.
Yes.
What movie do you not want to see them remake? My answer is you're gonna love this answer.
All right.
The sad thing is they didn't remake it.
Okay.
They should have never done sequels of The Crow.
Oh no, they shouldn't have, because it took away from the value of it.
Do not remake The Crow.
Dude, if they do, I will lose it.
I will burn down theaters.
Fire it up, man. I will fire it up. I will fire it up.
Fire it up, yes.
Because that's, to me, that is hands down one of the quietest, best movies. I know there's a following.
It's got almost that a cult following. I don't want to say a cult.
Yeah.
Cult following where people really love. Like they don't just love that movie. They love that movie. Love you to death. That's Peter Gunn.
There is no in between with The Crow. It's either you love it or you hate it. You know, and
except for people like my mom, who goes,
Yeah, so I guess there is people in between. That.
Right.
I know when when I saw it when I was younger, there was no way. It was just, it sucked. Because Brandon Lee died.
Right on set.
I would have loved to have seen where his career went, because he had Rapid Fire. Rapid Fire was a good movie.
Yes,
but it didn't have that. It was kind of the slingshot into something better, which led into The Crow.
The Crow was his breakout film. That was his welcome to Hollywood, welcome to the world, Brandon Lee.
Because and that's exactly it. Like, that role, without it being built for him, was built for him.
Right. I mean, he did such a great, the way he walked, his demeanor, everything.
There was little tiny things he did. Even the way he played the guitar on the rooftop. You know,
right.
Just owned it. You know, I thought that was amazing.
That was actually C.C. DeVille from Poison. He's standing.
Stunt double.
Yeah, C.C. DeVille. But yeah, and what's funny is that's like a beautiful love movie.
It is.
It's like he's doing all that for her because he feels like his soul's distressed by it, you know. And he's coming back to just make it right.
And I will be completely honest. I think I saw, was the City of Angels was the second one?
Yeah.
I think I may have seen that one, but I remember not seeing it again. I
couldn't watch it all the way through.
Because I was young, and I don't remember if I did watch it all the way through or not, but I was so disappointed.
Yeah, I didn't watch it all the way through because it sucked. And then when they made Edward Furlong in The Crow.
Edward Furlong, the only movie he's ever been halfway.
None.
Well, I will give him Judgment Day. Terminator 2 Judgment Day, but...
And I didn't like him in that.
See, he was annoying as crap in that, but that was his best role he was in.
And that's sad.
Well, you give him credit in American History X?
You know what? All right, I will give him credit American History X.
He did, but see, was that because of him or because he had a good supporting cast? Because, I mean...
That was such a controversial movie all around, but I would say... I don't know. I guess he just did... I think maybe that's like the director getting the most out of his actors, which is something we'll go in. I want to talk about a TV show today that they just do. Everyone does so well acting.
Yeah. What do you got?
Are we off on the Crow? We'll come back to it.
Yeah.
Well, hey, wait a minute. By the way,
Something shiny.
like, yeah, what was that? I want the first I want to talk about is Killing Eve. This show on AM, I think America, BBC or BBC America. Dude, it is so well put together. The music, like they have the perfect music, like they're just walking and the camera's like walking with them from behind, like it's a third person.
Yeah.
And just the music just matches the way they're walking. And the music just sets the tone. And the girl, they all do an excellent job acting. But my mom, she's like, well, I don't like this show. But she's hooked because the lead actress is such a good actress.
What's the premise? So for those
It's
that don't
this.
watch, what's the premise of
the premise
show?
of Killing Eve is Eve. This assassin. This girl is an assassin. And she's pretty much admits she's a psychopath.
What age are we talking here?
She's in her 20s.
Okay.
If you watch The White Princess, it's her from The White Princess. She did an excellent job there. But this role, I was really impressed. I don't know her name. We come on here, we just kind of go with the flow. But she's an assassin, and British has like British intelligence, and then like the British CIA is MI6. Well, I think the other Eve, the lady named Eve, who's played by Sandra Oh, who I'm sorry, she's butt ugly. I am too. I can say it. Ugly people call ugly people out. She's an excellent actress. Sorry about the sniffles, folks, but
deal with it.
But she's like.
Thanks for listening, though.
Yes, thank you for listening to my sniffles and the dogs coming around. But she's not like part of MI6, which again is like their CIA. But this lady from MI6 brings in, she's asking for just this kind of basic help, just like, hey, I want MI5, which is lower than MI6, to do stuff. And like her boss, Sandra Oh's boss, he's just a crappy boss. We all had that boss that, how the hell did he get promoted? This guy's a dimwit.
Yeah.
Well, Eve says something, and the lady from MI6, like he starts kind of like, Eve, just do your job. Don't worry about it. And the lady from MI6, she goes, what did you just say? It's like, and the acting's so well, you can see the way this lady's staring at Eve. It's like she knows Eve has that intuition that you need to be an agent. So she takes Eve and turns her into kind of like starts making her an agent, like a MI6 agent.
Gotcha.
Because she wants to hunt down this assassin girl. And they're just the assassin girl and Eve. I mean, they're just, it's so good. It's so amazing. It's amazing.
Where's it at in the seasons and all that?
It's the first season.
Okay.
They got 2 episodes left. They say you can binge watch it because it's a hit.
How many episodes are out right now?
I want to say 7.
Okay.
Hour long? 8. They're an hour long.
Okay.
They are so worth it. And the girl, the assassin girl, you hate to do it, but she's a likable murderer. She's a likable assassin. She's like she reminds me of the female Joker, like Heath Ledger's Joker.
Yeah,
she reminds me of that.
I got you. It's so villainous and dark that it's actually contagious somewhat.
It's just she's so truthful.
Is it like Dexter? I mean, is it that likable or is it?
Well, Dexter was killing people who deserved it.
Right.
Like, I think it's starting on episode 2, she's killing a guy, and he's like trying to get away from her. And he's like, why are you doing this? She's like, I don't have the slightest clue. Because that's who her target was.
Yeah.
But she's
it's like, don't ask,
Yeah, it's like this, your target's like, okay.
Gotcha.
But I don't want to go into details of all, but that's basically what it's about. Eve is hunting this assassin girl named Villanella.
All right, now what's it on?
It's on BBC America.
Okay.
If I could
there's been some decent shows that have come out on there.
They really do. Like if you and your wife watch it, say, hey, let's just watch episode 1.
Yeah.
You'll be hooked.
Okay.
Because
I do the rotation.
Villanella is Villanella, the girl who plays her, is an amazing. That's why my mom watches it. She says she's such a good actress, and she'll make you laugh.
Yeah.
You know, you're like, oh wow. You know, so but that's my first show to talk about.
I'm at a caveat to that. That's a completely different show. But
Right?
I'm really mad they took House of Cards off of Netflix. I know everything that happened with Kevin Spacey and all that stuff, but I'm really mad they took it down completely because it was a great show, and I would have liked to have seen where that was going to finish out. Did we get really low all of a
You
sudden?
got low. I'm not low, but you got low.
I would have really liked to have seen where that was going to go because that was extremely disappointing. I mean, I thought for sure that was going to be a great show, and I was going to follow it to the end because there was so much potential there. I mean, I get it. Kevin Spacey did his stuff and all that, but...
Well, a lot of people like myself didn't watch it because it's such a leftist, socialist, democratic show. But hold on.
All right.
Our mutual friend...
Nameless.
Robert P. from The Warehouse.
Got you.
Who's more hardcore than me when it comes to politics on the right.
Yeah.
I'm okay with pot. I don't care if you smoke pot. I'm okay. I'm almost okay with anything. You know, I'm definitely conservative. I'm not trying to make anything up. You know,
you're more libertarian than.
Well, I vote libertarian, but I fully admit I'm not. But like I've never met a quote unquote liberal or leftist because every time you ask them, oh, I'm middle of the road. It's
right.
Like, no, you're not.
Well, people in general hate
liberals. But
anyways,
here's a credit to the show you're just talking about. He loves that show.
I do too. I mean, to me, I don't think it's quite as left or right or anything like that as people.
I can't speak to it. I haven't seen it.
To me, it doesn't. I mean, he is part of the Democratic Party. It doesn't make him look good, but it doesn't make politics look good in general.
Which let's face it, Republicans and Democrats suck.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, and politically though, some of the dealings that happen, and he's the whip, and how he whips the votes and gets everybody to vote in favor of certain things. It's really. I thought it was really interesting because I thought it was more of an in-depth look because a lot of the shows that have come out, it's focused on the presidency. And the decisions he has to make and all that. Well, this is way under the presidency, but how these people get to power, and people, the way these politicians are falling under and all that. It's really, really neat. I mean, if you haven't seen House of Cards by now, I think it was in season 4 or 5. Yes, Jeff.
Question.
Yes.
In your opinion, and I don't watch the show, so I can't comment.
Careful when you ask my opinion.
Well, no. Do you think Robin Wright Penn can carry? Like, if it went on, obviously it would just be her. Can she carry that show, or is Kevin? I mean, because no matter what you think, no matter what you think about, whether you don't like Kevin Spacey political or what he did, he's a great actor.
Yeah.
So my question is, can Robin Wright Penn carry it?
I think so.
Yeah.
Because honestly, that's
Wasn't she Jenny?
She was. She's had a lot of good roles, but I will say,
bitch.
Why?
Oh, but she just keeps jerking around for us.
Yeah,
and here, I got AIDS. Here's your kid.
All right. To be fair to her, though, I mean, there were certain mental.
Jenny's a slut.
She was.
She was a whore.
She was, but she had a kid and settled down, and we all have our wild side that we go through. Hers just lasted longer than most, but. And that's during that
Poor
time.
Forrest.
That's during that time period too. Anyways,
I still love you, Jenny.
The way the show ended.
Hey, Forrest, this is my fat Asian wife, Susan.
Yeah, that was. Talk about settling.
He brought in this fat Asian wife. But all right, all joking aside, that was cool because he was hanging out with those hookers in New York or those slutty, just trash women. But then at the end, he found like a really good wife. I kid about her being, she was fat.
Yeah.
And she is Asian. But but she was like a good woman, because you can't beat a good woman. I don't care size or whatever. A good woman's a good woman.
Yes.
Whoa, just got real on the show. What were we talking? Oh, yeah.
We'll come back.
Oh, yeah. Wait.
I want to touch base on
sorry.
that. Well, because you go back to that and you looked at Forrest Gump, the transition of the characters, where Ginny was.
Yeah.
Where, Lieutenant Dan was going to kill himself. He was ready to end it all. And, Forrest saved his life again, and he was ready to die. And, he ended up fulfilling a life, and I think that's, the overall, I guess, mantra of the show is no matter how small you are, you can touch multiple lives, especially with the running and all that. But the way back to House of Cards, some shiny. We
what was that?
She can, because of the way the show ended on the last season before they cut it.
Right.
she can because of her character, and she played it so well that she definitely could. And she was phenomenal in that show, and the actress and the way. And it's nothing really giving anything away. Well, the show's pretty much done anyways, but the way it was working is that Kevin Spacey and her were supposed to be equals as they rose to power.
Right.
And basically, over time, I believe, he made her the vice president and stuff like that, and it was real, basically that the Underwoods were owning the office and all that. But the way it was established and the way it ended, that's the direction it was going anyways.
Right.
So the way it ended, she was going to carry the show anyways. And I was like, you know what? Why not? Take it if you want, but have Kevin Spacey assassinated.
Let me ask you this. Do you think this is an excuse for the writers? Because writers get bored. Like, they're like, I'm just tired of writing about it. And let's face it, you say they're part of the Democratic Party. There was a shift where, look, Trump, whether you like Trump or not, he's not, he's kind of, people go, oh, he's just a Republican. He's definitely more Republican than Democrat. But it's like Hillary Clinton was winning this election and she didn't. So do you think like maybe the show just died because maybe the writers like we just want to move on to something else? I know you don't know them personally, or you do. I don't know. Well,
I think the writers and everybody that was attached to that show wanted to get as far away from Kevin Spacey as they could.
Yeah, see, that's Hollywood. Like
that's Hollywood 101. While you're hot, they will ride and they will ride that train in the coattails. And then when something happens, it's like, well, nope, never knew him.
That came out with that Me Too movement, which is funny because it's got the pound sign, so it's like pound Me Too. It's like,
should have thought of a better hashtag than that.
Yeah, it's like I see a meme now about that. I said that like a month and a half ago.
How is that not offensive?
Yeah, it's like, like hashtag Me Too. I'm like, older people like myself, and people who just know is like, I mean, even when you call now, it's like, enter your code and press the pound sign. It's like pound Me Too.
Yeah.
It's like, this has all been a joke, ladies. Yeah, just messing with us. But I mean, it sounds like the acting was great on the show.
It was. I mean,
and you're saying it could have carried.
I think it could have, and I think honestly, to me, I thought for sure, hey, let's kill the character off. The assassination. Former president gets assassinated,
and she's got to step up.
She was all. Spoiler alert!
Spoiler alert!
She was already the president, and
what was he?
He was basically he was the president. He was going to get impeached, so he resigned. She took over as the president
and named him vice president.
Basically, what had happened. I know I'm giving the show away. I don't know.
We said spoiler alert.
So basically, what
happened? Off.
And I mean, this is over a period of time,
right?
And then basically, he's calling in saying basically he's going to help her run it from the mutual standpoint,
right?
And then the season ends with her saying, "My turn."
Like it's over.
There's a part
like you're not going to say.
Yeah, when he takes over presidency. Mm-hmm. There's a part in it where he finally takes power and he goes, it's like a zoom in on him. It's a really cool scene, and he has a thing where he pounds his fist, he double taps, and he just goes. It ends, and it goes dark when he became president. It was really cool. So basically, it was her standing at her desk. She's on the phone with him and says, "My turn," and then hangs it up, and that's where the whole show ended.
Well, if you do that, my turn, then you should continue it.
Yeah, but then the Kevin Spacey stuff came out, and I felt like, it is wrong all the way around. There is no ifs, ands, or buts about it. The dude was in the wrong. He's going to get away with crap because I'm sure statute of limitations and all that stuff. And
yeah, but they dumped him because, like I say, I mean Hollywood has protected pedophiles and all these people for such a long time. That's another thing I hate.
Speculation.
Well, Ashley Judd is now coming out and saying, why don't you say that when you were a struggling actress being treated this way? No, you waited until you became a popular actress. How many women during that time were also touched, molested, and didn't get lucky and become a popular actress? And all right, I got molested and I got nowhere. But now all of a sudden, Ashley Judd and all these women are coming out, when it happened like 15 years later.
Yeah.
It's like, no, that's another thing. Instead of hashtag Me Too, how about hashtag Speak Up?
Well, all right, I'm going to play devil's advocate for that because the first...
Yeah! Devil's advocate. Sorry, I do my Al Pacino first. They raise the devil.
It's, the first one through the gate always gets bloodiest. And they don't want it. You never want to be the first one because you're just going to get just ravaged.
There is some truth to that. My friend Adam out there in California... I brought this up on social media, and he said, "Well, some lady did bring it up, and nothing happened." And and I give you that, but But look, but
I
again,
agree.
Again,
Yep.
you keep pushing it.
Yeah. I understand what you're saying, and there's some stuff that came out about John Travolta, similar situation.
Oh, that's been out there.
Yeah, I mean that's what I'm saying. That's been out there for a while, but it's one of those things that, and it just continues on. And
But they knew about Bill Cosby. Bill Cosby was not in trouble until the comedian, and I'm forgetting his name. He's a funny comedian. He's funny on movies, that he's in.
C.K. Lewis.
No,
I know that stuff
Louis
came-
C.K. No,
Louis
no,
C.K.
he got in trouble too.
Yeah, Louis C.K. Yeah, he got in trouble too. But
I can't think of his name. But he was up on stage.
But I mean, to be
and he said, he goes, Bill Cosby, you shut up, because he's been raping women forever, and that's what
I know. There's a lot of comedians that have been making jokes about it for decades.
Yeah.
And the part about that is, I guess and you got to come from the victim standpoint, is the fact that at the end of the day, you have risen to power. I'm not saying whether Ashley Judd's right or wrong, whatever, but when you have gotten to that position where you are a known actress, you could very well be committing career suicide by coming out and standing out, and all that, because you could just get, ostracized.
Hannibal Buress.
Oh yeah.
I was looking up on my phone, but then I remembered Hannibal Buress.
What about him?
That's the one who came out and broke this whole Bill Cosby thing,
yeah.
because Bill Cosby saying, well, they need to do this, that. And he's like, Bill Cosby, shut up, man.
Yeah.
You've been raping women for 25 years. Ain't nothing happened. Then all of a sudden it hit.
Yeah.
Hannibal Buress is funny.
Dude, he is. I love Hannibal.
His
Buress.
job on the roast, the punk kid, what's his name? Not punk kid, Justin Bieber roast.
Oh yeah.
He's like, Justin, man, I hate your music, man. I hate it. I mean, I really hate it. I can't stand you. Like, he just kind of went on about how much he hated his music.
Yeah.
And then he's Stepfathers, that movie.
Yeah.
Have you seen that?
No, not
Mark
yet.
Wahlberg and Will Ferrell.
No. Yeah. I mean, I've seen yeah.
He's in there. He just starts living with them. It's so funny. It's just anyway. Anyway. I'm sorry.
No,
What were we talking? I'm shiny.
Yeah. Well, no, I mean that's perfectly okay. But yeah, back to the point. Robin Wright could carry the show.
Was that our point?
Yeah, that was all I was trying to get to.
Yeah. That's something shiny. We went on Hannibal Buress,
Right.
rape culture.
Yeah. Well, I guess we can stay on that subject if you want, because I just watched the Sandusky thing that they had on. I think it was on HBO.
Oh yeah. I don't have HBO.
With Al Pacino played Paterno.
Yeah.
Where the big question was, did he know? Jeff, question: did Paterno know?
He knew, but I'm gonna give him a break because
You're gonna give him a pass or a break?
I'm gonna give him a pass.
Okay.
Because he turned it over to campus police. From what I heard, I could be wrong. That they told him about it. And he said, "Okay, well, I'm gonna turn it over to campus police."
Yeah.
Today it's everything's so pull the trigger reactionary. It's like, I mean, let's face it. If you're a man and someone accuses you of rape, whether you did it or not, your career is over.
It's still gonna have an asterisk.
It's just
no matter what.
I'm not taking child raping, lightly,
I would
but
hope not.
no, I'm not taking any type of thing lightly as far as in that category. But I mean, should he have? We don't know what he did, but I think if I remember, and I'm not sure, and people can bitch at me.
Yeah.
But he turned it over to campus police as well. All right, we're gonna. So he didn't fire the guy because it's like, well, why would I fire the guy? I turn it over to campus police. We'll see what campus police does with it.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna, And yeah, Sandusky was wrong.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Well, one Sandusky was wrong because when Bob Costas asked him, "Are you attracted?"
Oh,
Do you like your answer be no?
Yeah.
And he's like, well, I certainly enjoy their company. Oh my god,
yeah, that's a bad look.
All I saw was his lawyer tackling him, or having a stroke,
or fading out of the camera.
Yeah, just slowly disappearing from that.
And there's a good line in that show. I mean, there was some good stuff, but there's a good line, and there's a lot of truth in that one line. And she says, "There's no way you could have known," his wife, Joe Paterno's wife,
right?
And he looks at her inquisitive. And she's like, well, he swam in the pool with our kids. He was alone with our kids. There's no way you could have known because he was alone with them. Now, I'm sure there's got to be some truth in that. I mean, that's got to be a good point because there's no way if you know something like that, is that guy ever going to be? I mean, he's not going to be in my home. But,
no.
But he's not going to swim. I mean, obviously.
Now, like I say, I don't remember the details of it all. We
might have to delete all this out.
Why? Because we're defending child.
No, I am not defending.
Listen,
on the record.
No.
Padu
on
says
the record. Padu says no. I'm not deleting it. One, I edit the podcast. I do a horrible job at it, but I'm still the one that edits it.
We need to add some production value to it, by the way.
Pew pew pew.
Yeah.
Well, like we're using Audacity, and it's got like phaser. I don't know what it does, but
Well, we can add stuff. I mean,
we need a commercial, or we just need like I made the kitten picture, like memes.
You made that?
Yeah, I just
Oh,
made it.
that's
That way
awesome.
people get it's copyright. Like, fuck you. Sorry, Mom. I was trying to stop myself from using the F word, but you know, but feel like, oh yeah, permission to use that song. I was like, does the 80,000 podcasts have permission to put their album on YouTube? You know,
Well, we've said child rape multiple times. So I think
that is true.
yeah.
Child rape.
Yeah.
I'm gonna name this child rape.
Don't you dare.
Yes, I will.
No.
You better learn to edit.
We're gonna have to delete that.
No, but like I say, I don't remember the full details of it. Like, I don't know if he found, like, after it came out, he kept him on the team and went golfing with him even after the fact.
Yeah.
If that's the case, then yeah, what the hell is wrong with you, dude?
Yeah. I mean, it was good though. You watch Westworld?
I watched the first season.
You haven't watched any of this one?
No, I don't have HBO.
No, it's.
I heard it's not great. I heard people are already tired of a Westworld.
I mean, I'm trying to see where it's going to go. To me personally, spoiler alert, I felt like where the season 1 ended, that should have been like the end of
3?
season 2 or 3.
Right?
They should have given us more background on Westworld. I think they're progressing it too fast. I think they should have had like the things that we'll say the robots or whatever they're going through.
Right.
That should have happened over time to where now, I mean, everybody knows where it ended. Basically, that it's a full blown revolt.
Right.
And that should have been. I mean, I don't know why they did that so fast.
I guess because they'll create alliances, like, and then the alliances will side with humans. Some robots will side with humans, and others will just be the extreme.
Yeah, I guess so.
You know, and they'll be like against the like no matter what, and there'll be conflict. That's basic.
I guess
standard procedure for a lot of shows. My favorite show, The 100. I mean, it's like, you know, episode 2 of quote season. This guy kills this guy's wife or lover,
right.
and then by episode 8 they got to team up, and then all's forgotten.
Yeah.
You know,
And that's I feel like in season 1 there was too many oh my god moments.
Yeah.
You know, in one season. Same thing with season 2. There's been a couple of them already. And it's like I understand you got to keep people hanging on. I get that. You got to give those teasers to get them to watch the next episode. I'm 100% with that. But there's so much more you could do because it's such a creative concept. You know, I mean, even, you know, we'll just say America Today. That would be something that Americans would take part in. Draw it out. You know, let it go through the Western and then go through a revision of the following season. Now it's a futuristic. You know, but now you're redoing these robots every year. And like I said, this is just me speculating with not knowing exactly where they're going. But seeing where they are now, there's been a couple of there's been one in particular moment. Episode 4 just came out, I believe. Mm-hmm. And there was one big moment where it's like, holy crap.
right?
That is awesome. That is amazing writing. But it's like, why would you do that now? You know, why? I mean, we're not even at the midpoint. I mean, unless there's going to be a lot of holy crap moments, which I guess there could be. But at the same token, it's like, man, that's such a great show. You know, why are you wrecking shop on it? You know, I mean, that's just my personal point of view on it.
I wonder if it's kind of like football, where win now or get fired. And it's
Yeah.
kind of like if we're not pushing,
Yeah,
if we're not getting the ratings, like we don't have time to set up this show. We don't have time to wait for season 3, season 4. I don't know. I 1000%. Yeah, 1000% agree with you. Yeah, that's a lot.
Wowee.
Wowee. But I agree with you. I don't, you know, it's like, well, where are you going to go from here?
Yeah, and you see it in a
And maybe they have a plan. Maybe they have a 5-6 season plan.
Well, you see it. Yeah, they might, and I'd like to see it because very few shows go that long and are still. You know, look at Dexter, one of the greatest shows of all time.
One of the greatest shows, yeah.
But look at the last couple seasons. It's like, dude.
Yeah, a lot of people said Dexter ended where Breaking Bad was only halfway through.
Yeah,
You know, they both went into exile. Spoiler alert.
Yep.
They both went into exile, but then there was a aftermath. And then they even talk about bringing Dexter back. Like, there was some talk. I'm like, nah.
Leave it alone. I mean,
Just leave it alone. It was a great show.
It was.
Overall. Like even the kind of ending was disappointing.
Yeah.
It's overall, what a great show. What a great job Michael C. Hall did.
Yeah, there's two things. After John Lithgow, there's no way. I mean, what he did with the Trinity Killer, you just like, oh my God.
That was amazing.
But then you brought in Colin Hanks. God bless the guy. I mean, everything I've seen before this and all that, he's a good actor. He's a likable guy. There's no way I was going to believe that guy was going to fit. Yeah, he was, to me, I guess they were going for the person you least expect. I think he could have been a serial killer, but the version they had of him, I think it was a holy or some. It was something religious, if I remember correctly. There's no way I'm buying off on that. It's just I've watched the show too long to get committed to that.
But Dexter was so good that you stuck with it, though.
Yeah, you did. I mean, you were committed.
So going off that with Westworld, it's like, okay, well, it's so good now, but they've got it planned out. Like all right, this is what we're doing season 1 to lead up to this part. Season Babylon 5, that old 1990s sci-fi, the best written show ever. Because season 1, some episode, there's this dude, this creature, alien, I don't know what you want to call him, because there are other races. It's sci-fi. It's set in Babylon 5 as like a UN type, giant space station.
Yeah.
There's this thing in the background.
Okay.
All right. You pay no mind to it, but it's there like 4 or 5 times. I know. Oh man, when you mess with sci-fi fans, you get stuff wrong. I mean, it's bad.
Oh yeah, they'll eat your lunch.
Oh yeah, so I'm probably getting this wrong because it has been a long while. But then I
think you'll get a pass on that. The fact that it's been so long.
And then the second, and I'm totally gonna. I'm admitting now, I'm butchering this. Spoiler alert. Maybe, because I could be wrong, but you're gonna get the ideal of what I'm saying. I'm going for the ideal. Y'all can screw off. So look, Mom, I didn't use the F word. But
good on you, mate.
Yeah, right. But like after season 2 or season 3, the main character goes away.
Okay.
And then they bring on this new guy. All right.
Got you.
And then in the next season, that episode, this guy. This alien that was there is shows up in season 4 to explain episode 5, season 1, and how it's going to set the rest of the show.
Oh, wow.
And so now this guy's traveling back in time, and there's the main character from season 1, season 2.
Pretty cool, yeah.
And it's just we've got to stop this or we're screwed. I was like, oh my God.
Yeah, that's pretty interesting.
Who saw that coming? Then and they did it so good because when you think of that season 1 episode, you're like, holy crap, that all makes sense now. Because you kind of
I got you. Yeah, now you go back and watch it.
Yeah, and you're like, oh yeah, there's Zabrax or whatever.
Yeah.
I think his name was Zabrax.
This is before the time really, but you could binge watch, or you'd have to. I mean, you could still buy. You could buy seasons on DVD. I'm sure.
Yeah, you can now, but yeah, back then you had to wait. And
Yeah.
I'm a huge sci-fi fan, so I was like, I saw that. I mean, I'm just talking mind blown. Whoa. It was like I don't do drugs, but I felt like I just did watching this. And
Explosion
it's a good
sound effect.
Yeah, lasers. But yeah. So I mean. You trust in, I guess the only thing with Westworld is you just got to trust the writers,
I hope so,
the
man.
creators that, it's so good now, it can't be good later.
Yeah, and we may get crucified for this. What do you think on Game of Thrones? How do you feel about it right now?
I'm worried a little bit.
Yeah.
Because everything's happening that you wanted to happen.
Yep.
You wanted Littlefinger to die because he's literally the guy that started all of this. He's the reason why Ned Stark's dead. He's the reason why Robb Stark.
He's at the root of all of it.
He's the root. He's the one who killed the King of the Hand.
He set it all in motion.
He set it all in motion, which you got.
Yeah.
Tip your hat to him.
Yeah, respect.
Yeah.
Gotta respect.
Respect, and you didn't expect him to get killed because it was like that badass moment.
That's my question there, is why? As cunning as he is.
He didn't see that coming. Well, here's my problem with the way he died. How did Arya and her sister, what's her name, Sansa, get that much more cunning? Now, I think they alluded like Sansa says, he's taught me how to play.
Yeah.
But it's
that's a part of it. And that's the Arya I could see because of the
man of many faces.
Man of many faces, and the god of many faces, whatever, yeah.
Right.
I can see that portion of it. We need to get Clayton and them here too.
Oh, well, where are they?
I know. Screw them.
They're watching the Rockets.
Screw 'em.
Yeah, right. But I'm worried. Like everything that you want to happen is happening.
Yeah.
And they're just gonna the White Walkers are just gonna kill everybody.
Yeah.
Or B, they're gonna kill the White Walkers, and Cersei's just gonna kill the Mother of Dragons, and Jon Snow will be beheaded. And it's like it ends where like Cersei wins, and you're like, mother.
Yeah.
So I'm worried because everything is happening. Like, oh, finally. Oh, good. He's dead. Oh, good. Oh, they're back together. Oh, my God. Jon Snow and Mother of Dragons are, Daenerys are together. And it's just going to go to shit.
And I know they're beyond the books. Right.
Right.
And see, there's a couple of things. Obviously, as much as I'm not supposed to talk about it anymore, but the Viper had the mountain and he had to get cocky. And I go back to it all the time. He had him.
Right.
He had him. So we'll let that. He turned him into. Then he got turned into a zombie and all that. But
yeah,
anyways,
now he sounds like a zombie because he's got cerebral palsy.
Is that what it is?
In real life, yeah, his face is like slid down and he talks.
Oh yeah,
like his face because I saw.
You sure he didn't have a stroke?
No, I heard it was cerebral palsy, and he might get better in 6 months. But I was like,
I hope
wow.
so, dude. Because I know he.
It's like you can lift a lot of weight, but you can't lift that, can you?
Easy. But that's tough because
lift your mouth, Mr. Strongman.
Stop.
Why don't you lift the side of your face?
You're going too far.
I know, but that's me.
And I know.
I gotta go far. That's why people hate me. I'm a character.
Well, I'm on here with you, so
yeah, I know. But they love you, but they love to hate me.
That's true.
But I'm being honest. This is my sense of humor.
That's all right.
Margot Kidder died today.
All right. So, anyways, the mountain.
Don't care. Don't know her.
But it's one of those things that I feel like the show is. There's so much potential that it could go, but man, don't blow it. You've held us on this long, and because it's one of those shows that you love and hate. Battle of the Bastards and.
That's the greatest battle scene in the history of filming, movies, TV shows. That battle scene was amazing.
That is quite the statement.
I'm fine making that statement. I know there's been a lot of great battles. Great battle. Obviously, D-Day landing, and Saving Private Ryan. That was a little too realistic because a lot of World War II vets. My grandpa, he couldn't watch. He can't watch any of those films, but
that one was different.
That's a great battle scene.
Up there with the opening with Gladiator, releasing hell and all that, because that was one of the best too.
That was good. It could have been longer.
Yeah, see,
that's why it comes up short.
Yeah,
top 5 battle scenes. Go. No, I'm just kidding. Something shiny.
Yeah, we should do that.
Yeah,
maybe we'll do that for the next one.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, maybe we'll rank them. Yeah, we're gonna have to do top 5.
Oh, that's what we'll do. Top 5 battle scenes,
and then people can come on, and 2 people could come on. Since we just started, we got no views on our YouTube page, but it just went on today, so check it out. But something shiny. But yeah, I just thought that was a great battle scene. Like I can watch that scene and just I could appreciate that.
I'm gonna watch it tonight. I think, in fact,
you need to watch Killing Eve tonight.
No.
I
know. I think we'll watch the Game.
No, watch Killing Eve.
No, that's a show you got to be in the mood for.
No, it will put you in the mood.
No, stop. Hey,
Jen.
It's
Well, I'm not helping you out with that.
It's even. Come on, man. Be a team player. Even like Westworld. I like Westworld, and it comes on Sunday nights. It's usually that's my prime time. I'm in, but that show has got to be something very specific. Even like Walking Dead. Walking Dead, it came on, I think it was Wednesday night or something like that. I couldn't watch it because it's something that it triggered something in my brain and made me uncomfortable to where I'd have a tough time sleeping or something. So I'd actually have to wait till I was ready to watch it, if that makes sense.
A lot of people like to record and then just fast forward through the commercial.
Yeah.
Tuesday night's my big TV night. I got the 100. I got Forged in Fire. I love Forged in Fire.
That's a pretty cool show. I've only watched a few episodes, but I like them.
It's the new show they have on is okay. Bill Goldberg needs to calm down.
Bill Goldberg needs to go on and do.
You know what I'm talking about? Knife or Death. Have you seen it?
No.
Yeah, it's like people bring on their knives or their swords, and they go. It's like a blade competition.
Yeah.
And they have to smash through stuff.
That's a cool concept.
And it's like an awesome. Yeah, it is. It just calm down, Bill.
Yeah.
And they'll be hitting and then their knife will break. He's like, oh, it broke that knife in half. It's like, God, calm down, Bill.
Yeah, easy.
It's cool, but it is getting more to that where you watch Forged in Fire, you're like watching it, you get interested in the craftsmanship and everything.
It's neat. I mean, it's blades, man.
I mean,
how is that not
they
interesting?
have people on the show now. Goes, I've been doing forging for 2 years after I started watching Forged in Fire. I'm like, I would love to do that.
That's cool.
I think, but yeah, I'm just saying Tuesday because the 100 is my favorite show. Period. I love the 100.
Yeah.
They've done an excellent job
I haven't seen
developing
an episode
characters.
of it. I may check it out.
Yeah. Well, for you, like I would, even though the 100 is my favorite show, I would still recommend Killing Eve for you.
Okay.
Because I think you will like Killing Eve better. Now you can.
I mean, I'm real big into. I hate to say theatrics, but I'm into the theatrics, how the music plays into it, all and stuff like
Killing
that.
Eve.
There's a
like literally Killing Eve is a show where they sat down and said, all right, how are we gonna make Patrick like this show? And they made it.
let's see. There's even a commercial. It's got a song on it. "Set Me Free." It's Eczema Bill or something like that. But it's a really cool song. I wish they would have made it into a whole song. But anyways, even a TV commercial that the music does right.
I'm back in the game. Cobra Kai.
I still haven't seen it.
What?
I know.
You bastard.
I've been watching everything else. But yeah, even like that TV. So I want to say it's a Toyota or a. I can't remember. I'd have to go back and look at it. But anyways, the point I'm trying to make is the music will actually even set the proper theme or proper everything going on with it, to draw me in.
Right.
And that's something I actually did a search on the song, and there's a bunch of people
really?
that searched for it. Yeah, it was pretty neat.
Yeah, I like that Subway commercial with the guitar just flying on it. So I looked that up. Well, I thought it sounded like John Petrucci, but I knew it wasn't because he's not going to be doing everything.
Oh, speaking of which, I watched some of the tryouts that they had for
the drummer.
Yeah, the drummer.
Oh yeah,
that was pretty cool.
I hate the new drummer.
Who
the
is
way
it?
he makes his
Is
faces and everything.
It's not Mangini, is it? Or,
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
I watched the thing. I'm not gonna lie to you, it was pretty cool. He was smooth.
Yeah, he's good. I just hate the faces he makes.
I'm not-
It's like I love Paul Gilbert on guitar.
Yeah.
But he makes the most ridiculous faces. It's like, dude, you're such a like if somebody said Paul Gilbert's the greatest guitarist ever, I'm not gonna argue. I'm like, okay.
Yeah. I mean, well,
okay.
you get to that level.
Yeah.
And
it's like Mangini, Portnoy. It's like, okay,
Yeah.
you're playing Portnoy and you're a great drummer, but you don't because some guy can play Portnoy doesn't mean Portnoy is not a great drummer.
Right.
Same thing. You get to that level, like you
Yeah.
just said, of music. It's like
people. I mean, a lot of those guys go back to Buddy Rich and stuff like that as far as drumming and all that.
right.
And you look back at that and that's awesome. I mean, but at the same token, it's different eras. Some people say Neil Peart, as some people say, but that's what I'm saying. It's one of those things that some John Bonham. You take him and he's better than Neil Peart. Okay, man, that's fine. I mean, he did a lot for the industry as a whole and all that. I mean, that's your opinion and that's fine.
Yeah.
But I mean, we're talking about overall stuff. There's
You
can get into a debate for hours.
Like
over
when
it.
you get into you love drums.
Yeah.
I love guitar. You're very good at playing drums.
Well, I'm all right.
I sell my guitar after 3 weeks because as I one mutual friend, JT.
Yes, you try to play Nuno Betancourt.
Said, you're not going to be able to play Nuno Betancourt. Or you're not going to be able to play Dream Theater on your day 3, Jeff. And I'm just like, no, well, if I can, I don't want to play.
Right.
Where's the cheat code?
Yeah.
But yeah, you get up there, you start going into the Buddy Riches, guitar, guitarists are a little more well known than drummers. So it's like, I dipped down to Jimi Hendrix and Stevie Ray Vaughan, and then
Jimmy. I just watched a thing on Prime talking about the 27 Club. Jimi Hendrix was in it. And all
yeah,
the guys that big musicians that died at 27,
Right.
Janis Joplin and Kurt Cobain. Whether you love them or hate them, it's just they were big influencers. But that's what I'm saying. You get to that point where they're, where they transcend their time is when you know that they were one of the best of their era.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
But it's. Anyways, but yeah, so my next
something shiny baked the Game of Thrones.
My next question.
All right.
Walking Dead. They need to finish it off and kill the show, or do you think they still have momentum?
I like the ending. The ending revived me of this season.
I don't know the ending.
Spoiler alert. Do I talk or you gonna no? Because you're gonna watch Killing Eve.
I'm gonna watch. You can go ahead and talk about Walking Dead because
spoiler alert.
Because I quit. I haven't watched.
Okay, Negan. Spoiler alert. Killed. Oh God, the Asian guy.
Yes.
Maggie's husband.
Yes.
Glenn.
Yeah.
Okay. At the end, Carl died.
Yeah, he got bit, right?
Yeah, he got bit. And
I haven't seen it, but I know he died.
Right. Well, he wrote these letters. He wrote one to Negan, one to his dad, one to Michonne, and he's like.
Well, he was.
And they did like a future piece where, like, I can't think of Rick's daughter's name.
Oh yeah,
But it showed her grown up and like everything was peaceful. She was like 5.
Okay.
And everything was peaceful.
So that's only a few years from right now, basically, right?
Yeah, like 4 or 5 years, whatever. Everything's peaceful, and she's running to her daddy, and she's running to these different characters, and talking because she's a little girl and she's just playing. And she runs, and Negan stands up. Negan's part of the group now.
Oh, really?
He's like, well, hey, little tulip, or, Buttercup, calls her something.
Yeah.
And I think in the comics, Negan does end up joining them. Like,
I think in the comics there's a revolution, and they come to an understanding.
Right.
I know they put him in a cell for a while after they,
Yeah, well, see, at the end, like Rick slits his throat, but then tells the doctor to save him, and Maggie flips shit. She's like, no, he needs to die. And, Rick's trying to make a better place. Look, I didn't kill you. I didn't do this. And then at the very end of the closing of the newest season, I think season 8, it shows Maggie's talking. She's saying, when time is right, we're going to strike. Rick won't know what will happen. And then all of a sudden, out of the shadows comes, what's his name? Norman Reedus' character.
Oh, really?
And he goes, yeah, that sounds about right.
Huh.
So it's like now it's leading into, now they're going to be in conflict because they disagreed with Rick's decision not to kill Negan. She's talking to Jesus, and then, like I say, Norman Reedus' character comes out.
Why wouldn't he kill?
Because he read that note from stupid Carl, and he's trying to make peace. It's like, it's kind of like, I didn't kill you. There's a chance to make things. I get that, but Negan was so far myopic in his own mind. You got to kill him, because it showed people, in his group, they were at Hilltop and they were planting flowers and they were smiling like, wow, this is cool.
Yeah.
So it's like, so to me, it was kind of getting drawn. What's his name? Jeffrey D. Morgan did such an excellent job as Negan. After a while, you get a little tired of it because it went for so long. But then again, you can't win or lose, because if you go short, they bitch at you for having a short season. You go long, they bitch at you having a long season. So, but yeah, like that end just made me go, wow. Now it's like them versus them.
See, that's right. Yeah, I'm curious, because it's something that I feel like they've drawn out for entirely too long. I feel like the show needs to draw to a close, and it's just one of those things that just kept
they might
going.
In a couple of seasons. That's one thing England does a lot. Like
yeah, their seasons are a lot shorter too.
Their seasons are like 7, 8 long, and they only do like 7, 8 episodes long. They only do like 2 or 3. That's why I like The Office over there. Don't get attached to an English show, because I mean they're just kind of now the show's coming on America. They're kind of getting longer.
Yeah, they do. They do they touch base on that on a roundabout on the show episodes. You remember that? Mm-hmm. When he's working with those British directors, they were talking about, they said, it's like, well, we've already got 23, 24 episodes. He's like, well, that's like a season here in America. On a 30-minute shows. That's how long. How many
it
episodes,
is.
Yeah.
Because it's like, I want to get back into watching like Gotham or something, and I'm like, oh, I'm on episode 12, and there's 15 more episodes. I'm like, well, screw it.
Yeah, screw it.
But let me bring up a movie, dude.
Yeah.
That I told you about. Outside of Killing Eve, I'm begging you to watch Killing Eve and Logan Lucky.
All right.
Logan Lucky is it's dry sense of humor, because they're just West Virginia rednecks.
I've started it, and I've gotten to the point where they've gone to visit him.
Gone to visit James Bond?
Yeah.
Joe Bang?
In the jail.
Yeah.
And they're working that out. I haven't finished that.
Oh, you haven't finished it? Did you not like it, or
no,
what?
I just got preoccupied with other stuff.
Okay, I know all the Twitters.
Okay.
Did you see that part?
No.
Oh, dang it, that's coming up.
Right.
Yeah. I was like, well, I looked on the Google. I checked on my computer. Like, I looked on the Google. So you got past cauliflower.
I'd have to go back and look at it, honestly.
Because he tells Adam Driver, he goes, when he was getting in a fight
Adam
with...
Driver's his brother, right?
Yeah, his brother.
Okay.
Well, he gets in the fight with, what's his name from the Family Guy, who's playing the British character. You remember the bar fight?
Nope. No, I'd have to go back. I'm gonna have
Okay,
to go,
you're gonna have to rewatch it.
Yeah, because I was
because
getting
it's what's his
distracted.
name,
I
the
think
Family Guy.
I may have gotten up and walked out and came back.
Right.
In.
Well, like their code word is cauliflower, and like
Oh,
they
yeah,
walk by
cauliflower,
and he
yeah.
goes cauliflower, and Adam Driver starts
Oh, now I
looking,
remember.
goes,
Yeah.
"Did you just say cauliflower to me?" You know,
Yeah.
it's like, yeah, that movie's so good. I'm telling you, that little girl, when it's her pageant time,
Yep.
when those lights come on, it's vintage. You know, West Virginia redneck makeup. You just laugh your ass off.
All right.
Yeah, but you're laughing in a good way. You're not making fun of them. Like my mom and I, we joke because that purple lady, you don't remember her.
No.
Like color of royalty is purple. She drives a purple car. She gets her hair purple because it's color of royalty. She's like it's just perfect. It's exactly like you and I being in the South. It's exactly like what happened because he forgot to go see his daughter's rehearsal.
Yeah.
And he goes, shit. And she goes, excuse you. You know, it's like, that's so something like one of our grandmothers or whatever would say.
Yeah.
You know, just parts like that. Then his
I'll
sister
check it
goes
out.
in this long thing about how, well, you take 83 up to there and you cross and then you go under. Well, I knew better because I knew there was so-and-so. And she goes like 3 minutes to tell you. I was like, that's so redneck.
Yeah,
you know?
it is.
It's like, I knew there was construction on that. But then if you take 45, you're going to be in the sun. So instead of going over and under, I went under, then over. Then it was just a straight 45-minute shot down, and I got her. It was just perfect, you know?
Yeah.
It's just perfect. But yeah, Logan Lucky is Raising Arizona meets Ocean's 11.
All right. I love me some.
I'm telling you. In fact, they like in the show, like they say, they're calling them Ocean 7-Eleven. You know, because it's such a good movie. You should watch it.
I'll check it out.
I like what's his name is on there from Parks and Rec. Jerry.
Oh, Jerry.
Jerry's in it. You probably forgot him.
Yeah,
He just has a very small part, but
It
yeah.
might be Jerry. Poor Jerry.
Poor Jerry.
Well, dude, to stop being so pretentious, Kyle. Everybody
Yeah.
hated Kyle.
Right?
Kyle got it worse. Even Jerry gave Kyle crap.
Right?
But that was a good show too, man.
But I'm telling
I
you.
think they rushed that one. But yeah, I'll check it out. I'm gonna watch it.
I'm begging you to watch Killing Eve. I'm begging you to watch Logan Lucky so you can come on the podcast and say, Jeff, hands down, I got to give it to you. If you want to watch the 100, they're in the 5th season. They'll be on episode 3, but it's on Netflix. You can binge watch 1 through 4. I actually did, right? When season 5 started, I just binge watched the whole thing. To me, it's that good.
Yeah.
It's like, Jesus, what?
I'm binge. Oh, I binge when I can. I'm binging Arrested Development right now. I'm going back to the beginning. I've watched them 100 times,
Right.
but they redid, I think, season 4. Where they're getting ready to come out with season 5, so I wanted to check it out.
The great Patrice O'Neal on Arrested Development.
Oh, he was great.
Yeah. They said, Chris Rock said he burns bridges before he crosses them because he went into one reading for like a movie.
Yeah.
He went in there instead of doing reading, he just told them what was wrong with their movie.
There's a line in Arrested Development. It was the best, and he's like, Jason Bateman leans in. He's like, "You burned down the storage unit? Most definitely." You know, he keeps calling him a flamer in it, but he thinks he's calling him a
Right.
homosexual. But he's a pyro. But
Something shiny. I'm throwing it out there.
Let's do it.
Back to House of Cards.
Yes.
They just canceled Brooklyn Nine-Nine. And I watched that for a couple of seasons.
Yeah.
Then it just kind of got tired of
I just
it.
had a conversation about that.
But it got saved by the fans.
Because I haven't seen it, but I've heard it's a really
So
fun
I don't
show.
understand why House of Cards can't be saved by the fans unless they tried and it's got that stigma of child touching.
Yeah, sure it does. I mean, to me, you just grab your pitchfork and run, man. That's it. I mean,
Yeah.
pack a bag, sweetheart, we're leaving.
Right?
You know, I mean,
Yeah.
that's
It's like, no.
basically- Yeah, that's exactly how that went down, I think.
Like I say, I'm probably not a fan of the show. I haven't watched it because, one, I don't like political movies or shows. I don't even care if I don't care if it like is based off Jeff's political beliefs. I just don't like politics.
See,
And I'm not saying that that's just me personally.
no, and that's where
Say we had practically Clan Robert, loves that show, House of Cards.
well, that's why I like doing this with you because we have not I don't want to say
Right.
conflicting ideas, but we have very different.
I just said I'm conservative libertarian. I probably just offended a few leftists out there just for saying that.
It is what it is. I mean,
I'm a Nazi.
I think you're a Nazi. That's
Yeah.
Stephen Lynch, by the way.
Stephen Lynch.
Stephen Lynch, he's a comedic singer.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, he's good.
I think you're a Nazi. That's a good one. But yeah, I mean, I think that show had such potential. I really wanted to see where it was going to go. I'm very, very disappointed.
Mm-hmm.
But Netflix is just, I don't want to say they're shotgun blasting, but they're putting so many shows out.
New Lost in Space.
Yeah, I watched the first episode of that. It's got me drawn in, but that's another show. It mostly sci-fi shows. To me, it's weird, but it seems like I know it's going to be weird saying it, but it seems like it's like a Saturday afternoon. I've got 3 or 4 hours to kill. I can squeeze in a few episodes. That's when I watch sci-fi, or that's when I can enjoy it.
Well, I think
I think
now
it's because the Sci-Fi Channel. That's when a lot of their shows would come on. It's like a Saturday afternoon, and
Sci-Fi Channel put on EuroLeague Soccer.
What?
And they put because it was the end of the EuroLeague Soccer.
Yeah.
And Sci-Fi is owned by NBC.
Oh.
And then they put on CSI reruns, and then they just canceled a very popular show again. They just canceled The Expanse, which pissed off a lot of people.
Yeah.
And it's like they cancel shows after 3 seasons, and it's like they canceled Battlestar Galactica, which was pretty amazing.
I know Dwight Schrute loved Battlestar Galactica.
Yeah. Bears do not beat Battlestar Galactica.
Bears beats Battlestar Galactica.
Oh, just his eyes get so
what is going on?
Right?
Michael?
They canceled Stargate Universe, and they canceled Caprica, which I would tell you watch Caprica because the detail of the characters is so great, but I'm not going to waste your time because it's only like maybe 8-9 episodes. That's it.
Yeah.
Like you don't even get an answer. You get nothing. But it's like, wow, these characters they created are really good.
Yeah.
So if you just want to watch 8 episodes of something and not expect anything, watch Caprica.
I think that's I don't know if Prime's doing it, but I think that's the Netflix Prime model. Is what they're doing is they're putting out a season of something.
See if it works.
Because it's cheaper just to record a whole season, have them come in and work for 2 or 3 months, whatever it takes to record it. They're, most people are going to binge it anyways. Look what they did with what was it? What was that one 80s show? I'm drawing a blank.
80s show?
It was based in the 80s. I'm sorry.
Which one?
I'm so
on
sorry.
On Prime or
it was
Netflix?
on Netflix. We talked about it last time.
80s show on Netflix.
That I gave it was a good montage, or it gave respect to like E.T. that era and all that.
Shit. I don't know.
I'm gonna have to look it up.
Damn it, Pat.
I know.
Pat
Stranger Things.
Stranger Things. How do
Sorry.
we forget? We suck. All right, you people shouldn't listen to this podcast. We can't think of Stranger Things.
Well, that's all right. Well, we're putting it in there, but
yeah,
that's why it's something shining. We get distracted easily.
I know.
But I mean, they did a great job on that show, and I think they put that first season out there.
Awesome.
See how it's gonna go.
Second season,
because they can track everything now.
Oh yeah.
Just like you think you can track views, your viewers on a show the way they do it on the networks and all that. They have so many algorithms that know exactly how long they watched it, when they paused it. They can tell everything and know, the storyline so well and know where they drew you in and all that. And that's what they do. I think that's what they're doing because it's so much cheaper to do that. And they're getting away with not having to bring on a bunch of big name actors. Now big name actors are getting into the Netflix.
Yeah, they want to go there.
Yeah, because that's the way of the future.
That's where it's going. I mean, how many doctor shows can we have on like the major networks, ABC, NBC, CBS, where they're all sleeping with one another?
Do we?
And then like one season, one of the nurses or doctors going to die and they're going to work on them. I mean, these doctor shows are getting ridiculous. They're just
stupid.
They're retreads.
I'm all about. I respect police officers and firefighters.
I respect them all. Doctors, nurses, great.
But like we watch the crap out of Modern Family. Modern Family to me is a great show, really funny. I mean, it's a great cast of characters. They've done a good job with writing. It's starting to get to the point where it's like, all right, we need to start figuring out what we're going to do.
There is talk that that's going to end next season.
It needs to. I mean, as much as I hate saying it, I hope they end it well. It's one of those things that I think if you're going to go the dramatic route, you're going to have Ed O'Neill.
Yeah.
you're gonna have him die.
Wow.
Yeah. But if you go
I don't
the
want
fun,
that.
I don't either.
I'm not a fan of Blackish at all, but it's
I
like
haven't watched any of it.
like I'm just it's just
there's
not
a-
my it's not
there's a
my
couple
show.
There's a couple of segments I've watched,
but
I haven't
like
watched an
I'm just
episode.
not obviously I'm a Nazi for not watching it, but kidding.
I think you're a Nazi.
Yeah, but I mean it's like I saw an episode where they're getting a divorce and it looks serious. I'm like, wasn't this a comedy show? Because I do think of watching it. It's just I normally have stuff recorded on DVR that I'm going to watch, but I mean I'm like, all right, well maybe I'll watch Blackish. But now I saw a thing where it's like they're getting divorced. I'm like, it's serious. So I hope Modern Family, they don't go with something serious.
Yeah, I mean, because it's such a funny show. And what's one of the guys on there, one of the kid, I'm drawing a blank on his name, and I apologize. But
Which one?
The
Mexican one, the heavyset one, or
No.
the other boy?
the other kid.
Yeah.
He's a part of Mensa and all that, and he's a real sharp dude. He graduated high school early.
Horrible actor, but
Yes and no.
I see a lot of people say he's not a great actor.
No, he was when he was younger. Now that he's gotten older,
He's better?
I think. Well, no, I think it's the exact opposite.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I think when he was a kid, he fit that role perfect. I mean, he played in the role, and there was a good time. I mean, but now it's kind of gotten to the point now. It's like, all right, I think he's outgrown it. That's tough for a child actor to come up in that role. But, anyways, it's But coming back to, they have a show called Chicago Fire. Me and my wife have laughed at that show. Never watched an episode, but it looks like something you would catch at 10 or 11 o'clock in the afternoon on a Monday or Tuesday. Like, I hate nothing against some of the soap operas. I'm sure there's some decent ones out there.
There's not.
But the lighting and all that reminds us of a soap opera. It's like, dude, when is The Price is Right coming on after this?
Right.
Because that's what you think, and it's like in the way they do it, the do-do-do-do.
Yeah.
It's like, come on, man. We've all seen Sarah. Forgetting Sarah Marshall. It's just a.
There's a show on Fox called 911.
Yeah.
I was gonna watch it.
I remember Rescue 911.
Yeah, this is just called 911. Now you make me doubt maybe it's Rescue 911, but it's so god awful. Like the first I watched it, I was like, well, let me see it because I love Third Watch. Third Watch back in the days.
Oh, yeah, that was a great show.
Great show. Yeah, the cops, the firemen,
what was the
and the
one
ambulance.
cop, the little cop's name?
Bosco.
Bosco.
Hey, we're gonna go. Let's go. Yeah, he was just high tuned, whatever.
I say that all the time.
I know. I still say it.
Yeah.
I say it to my mom. She doesn't even get it, but
Yeah.
but that was a well written show, good characters. But this 911, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna watch this because I miss Third Watch. I miss a show like Third Watch, and this has cops, this has the firefighters, this has paramedics, just like Third Watch. Within like the first 15 minutes, they got the hot, young, cool guy firefighter. He's having sex in the fire truck. He's like somewhere. He's taken the fire truck by himself in the city, and he's having sex in it somewhere.
Stupid.
I'm like going.
It's just over the top
That's
stupidity.
over the top
Yeah.
stupidity. It's like, why am I seeing this? How the hell does that happen
Yeah.
in a major city? And then he comes back to and like the other guy who's like the vet.
Yeah.
The vet, he's got it all together.
Yeah.
He's gonna teach.
He's been
the
doing
hot
this a long
guy.
time. Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, he's
got
the
it
one that's
together.
got to teach him, and
Yeah.
he sees the potential in him. It's
Oh.
gonna be that. It's gonna be that. It's like they don't like each other, but they'll rescue each other and
Right.
hug and
I got you, Frank.
I'll never let go. So exactly. Frank's. I'm sure that's one of
this
their
is all
names.
from you see all this
Yeah.
in the first 10 minutes of the first episode.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah. He's gonna say Frank later on.
Yeah, right. But yeah, and he's like, oh, you shouldn't take the fire truck out or something. He's like, well, I just took it for a ride. I'm
Yeah.
like, oh my God, I cut it off.
Yeah.
Because then immediately they went to, and I don't have a problem with it, but sometimes I think no, you're about to hate me.
Uh-oh.
Sometimes, and I have no issues with the gays, but it's like they seem to want to force, it's okay if it's natural, but it seems like some shows want to force the gay, the homosexuals on you. I know some, gay people who also don't like that because they don't want to be known as those people guys that wear angel wings and diapers and are in a parade. They don't, it's like, look, we live a normal life, but this is who I love, and respect. It's your life, you live your life. But sometimes I feel like shows kind of just force that.
Yeah.
And I felt like 9/11 kind of forced that on something, and so I was just like, that really wasn't a major turnout. It was just, but it set me, because of that, such a stupid thing with the hot stud, too cool for fire, having sex in the fire truck in a major city. Like, whoa, it's a major city. We don't need the fire truck. He can just go drive it around the city and pick up a chick. Like, I think that set me in a bad mood, to where then, like, the next scene was kind of like, oh, this guy's actually gay. His wife's mad at him because it's like, we have kids, and now you're coming out, and it's like, I think it just set me. So I'm like, oh God,
I'm a pan out of the camera.
What?
I'm a pan out of the camera.
Right.
Well, that's funny you say that, because I'm
funny
sure
thing on
I'm coming back
on some shiny funny thing on I gotta say it, I'm sorry, on Logan Lucky.
Yeah.
Is Adam Driver. Like, if you look in the background in a certain scene, he's slowly coming into the camera view. It's so funny. Anyway, I'm sorry. Go back.
I'm curious because Cameron and Mitchell on Modern Family.
Yeah.
There's a couple of parts that are funny. I wonder how much truth is in it, really, because like they avoid, like they're going to go downtown, but it's the day of like the parade, the gay parade, so they want to avoid it, because of the traffic and all that.
Right?
I was like, that's funny.
That's funny.
Yeah, because those characters are really funny to me. I mean, all the characters are, and because I like it because it is a diverse thing, and it's funny seeing how it all comes together.
And what is Mitchell, the big guy?
No, that's Cam.
That's Cam. Like he's actually not gay in real life.
Right. Well, it's something that it's funny because I like him as an actor too. Because they
I
ask
do.
him all the time, and he avoids the question. Like I don't think he is, but I mean I know he avoids it. Like it's like, why is that important?
That's
kind of how.
Not, but
anyways,
the other guy's gay.
Yeah.
So you just assume he's not because it's acting. At least that's a general perception I've always gotten. Like, he's not gay, he's just acting.
Right.
Again, who cares? Gay or not? I don't care. Good actor, bad actor, I don't care.
Makes you happy.
But
go
like,
for it.
but like he's the big. He played, in the show he played football.
Yeah.
But like
he was off. He was
whoa.
He was an offensive lineman.
He and the dogs are barking. Yeah. Who let the dogs out?
I'm on it. Keep talking.
All right. Well, you gotta hit pause. But anyway, what I was saying is like I find it funny that he's like, there was one scene where like a guy kind of hit their car, and he got kind of
Hold off. And we're rolling.
All right, sorry about that. We had an infestation of dogs barking.
I had to beat them good.
But like,
I didn't beat them.
Like Cameron.
Yes.
Like somebody like they kind of had a fender bender with somebody.
Yeah.
It was an episode, and like the guy just drives off.
The hit and run.
Like he got this real high pitched voice. He's getting away. Yeah. I was just laughing so hard, and like Mitchell looks over like, God, like Mitchell almost looked over like, what a fag,
Yeah, I love it because it's like there's a couple of things. Like there's another one where they lock Lily in the car. He's like, I'm gonna break the window.
Yes, I remember that.
Sir, can you tell your wife to calm down? That's a man.
Yeah, I remember that.
It's funny, man.
I remember. See, what's great about that show is you're able to laugh at things.
Yeah,
and that's what's missing a lot today. Like you can't touch on certain things because people get offended. Yeah. I'm talking about people on the political spectrum on the right get offended about stuff. People on the political spectrum on the left get offended on stuff. And it's like it's just comedy.
Yeah,
everything's funny to me. I'm a big comedy fan. I know you're a comedy fan.
Oh, absolutely.
I love stand-up comedy. I love stand-up.
You're gonna have the moments.
I like the guys that are kind of like Jim Norton, who kind of does not care what he say. Dave Attell does not care what he's gonna say.
Yeah.
Bill Burr, he doesn't get. He doesn't get bad, but he will say he speaks his mind.
He touches a lot on race. Like he toes that line on race pretty well.
He toes that line on feminism.
Yeah.
Well, actually, he does. Actually, no, he just blasts feminism.
Yeah, he does. Yeah.
But Modern Family is a great show because you're able to laugh at stuff. Well, yeah, like the homosexuality, the old man married to the younger hot woman,
the quote unquote, and they even say
the dopey stupid dad, you know, which is like, oh, why is it always just like dopey stupid dad? Well, it's funny,
well, and that's what I like about that show is because you do, especially in that marriage, and I like it because he's not, certainly. he's I'd say kind of dopey and stupid, but not really. I mean, he's actually very driven, and all that. He's trying to provide for the family, and he's he's a real estate agent or whatever. But he does a great job, or is a realtor.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's great because and he's supportive of his wife, taking over the company. There's a lot of cool things in there, but it also has the fact that at the end of the day, he's a dad and he's got ADD.
Right.
And it's funny because they noticed that.
When he was in the garage and he kept changing.
Yeah. That's exactly when they're listening. I mean, that's exactly how I am. Jen's she knows I'll come back. She gives me a few minutes to go on about what I'm going to talk about. And then she's like, anyways, back to the point. But we also have a podcast.
That's why it's called Something Shiny. Because I came back to House of Cards.
Yeah,
it's like,
you're gonna, but that's how typical conversations go. And
Right.
this podcast is built for essentially people with ADD.
hope you enjoy it. The podcast, we enjoy doing this podcast. It's almost like if we get people listening and commenting and stuff, that's cool. But it's like we just enjoy doing this. It's like whatever.
Yeah, this is based on our normal conversations. We're at an hour 10.
Pretty much. Oh, maybe we should cut it. Maybe we should end.
We can chop it. We can chop it at the pause if you want. And split it up into 2 episodes.
Yeah, but then it's like 50 minutes and 10 minutes.
It's up to you.
Yeah, I'll probably do that because, you can listen to an hour 10 driving your car. Like, this isn't made to we're putting it on YouTube, but it's not made to watch. You can just plug in your YouTube and listen to it while you drive.
Yeah, we did. That's actually the best thing to do because,
Right.
and then I'd listen to podcasts like that all the time, and I just nod along or I laugh my ass off.
I love the Dynasty Wise Fantasy Football podcast.
Yeah, those guys. Hey, actually, I'm gonna get with them, see if they'll sponsor a segment.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah, I think they will. They're pretty cool cats over there. I know they travel around and do live podcasts.
Well, they sent the one guy went to the combine.
Yeah.
Yes.
But yeah, I mean, there's some. What I'd really like to do, man, is just it's hard to keep up with all the shows and all that because there's so much changing all the time. But
It really is. There's so many shows. You just got to catch the right one.
all right,
Yes.
before we end,
Before we end. Promise you we're ending. Maybe.
we'll see. It just depends on where this goes because it
Right.
could go on. What movie coming out are you excited about? Is there one coming out that you've it's a must see? Did you feel that way about Avengers?
No, I've kind of the biggest, and you know me. When I want to see a movie, you better be here at 8:05, like I said.
Yeah.
And I have to sit down and I have to watch the previews.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
I'm gonna be passive aggressive if you show up late the whole time. You know
Yeah.
me. I'm an ass. But I haven't really been into movies like I haven't watched Thor Ragnarok. I haven't watched Black Panther. Growing up as a gamer, like a PC gamer, everything, like Ready Player One is like a gamer's dream, and that's just a dream for because like Spielberg got all the rights to everything. Like this little girl's avatar, like she's the Iron Giant, and one guy's the T-Rex from Jurassic World, and I watched the first 5 minutes of it, and somebody in there is Marvin the Martian just walking.
Yeah.
It's like that's so cool, and I want to see that, but I haven't been into movies. I still haven't seen Infinity Wars. I know I'm pretty much figuring out what happened.
Yeah.
So
I know it's. I know.
spoiler.
You're fine.
It would be awesome if Thanos snorted them like cocaine. But
Well, I guess I'm gonna tell you, Jeff. Spoiler alert.
he does.
I just watched. Sorry to change subject real quick, but I just watched Wayne's World. You know Bob Odenkirk?
Yeah.
He's in that. I didn't realize that he plays one of the nerds. Wayne's World.
Dude, I just saw old X-Files and Bryan Cranston's in it.
Dude, he's in.
Speaking of which, Babylon 5, Bryan Cranston was in that. They asked him to sacrifice his life.
Bryan Cranston.
And he did.
Bryan
yes.
Cranston is also in Mel Gibson's We Were Soldiers.
Is he?
Yep, he is the one-armed colonel. I believe it is. I believe he's a colonel.
Yes.
That is
yes,
Bryan Cranston. Dude, he is in.
Wait, no, was that in Red Tails?
No, it's in We Were Soldiers.
Okay.
I will show you a picture when we get off of here. But yeah, it blew my mind.
Oh, I believe you. Calm down. I believe you. I mean, I just.
No, dude, you're gonna listen,
right? Yeah. Oh God, Pat, I haven't been to the movies. I haven't seen previews. I used to watch nothing but trailers on. I can't think of the channel. Crap, dude. I don't care about Venom.
That's actually one I really want to see.
That's the one you want to see.
Yeah, I'm really excited about that because it's like, all right, let's see if these some bitches get it right. I think that's the first time I've cussed tonight because I
made up for it.
I was devastated.
Sorry, Mom. Yeah.
When they rolled him into the Spider-Man, I thought that was an awful job. Venom is just an awesome character that I feel like they could get right.
Yeah.
But I'm excited to see that because it's at the end of the day it's Tom Hardy, and Tom Hardy doesn't typically make a bad film.
I'm kind of tired. I mean, obviously Deadpool too, but that's coming out this month. But like,
and that's okay. We're hitting the summer, and
right. But like, I don't really care to see the new Predator. You know,
no. I mean, I'll catch it. I'll probably not. I may go see it. I mean, if they, if Predator came to me and said, "Hey, you guys, go check it out," or something like that, and do a review on it, then I would. But I'm just curious. I mean, because what are you going to do that's so different, though?
They're making the Equalizer 2.
Was that the Equalizer? Was that the one with Denzel Washington?
Denzel Washington.
All right.
Yeah, I'm like, okay. I'm looking at movies right now.
Was it the Book of Eli? Was pretty good.
Yeah, that was good.
Denzel Washington.
Great.
Solid. I mean, I know he's a good actor, but I
love him.
Okay.
I like Mary. Well, no, that's already out. I'm not even gonna say it. And it got crappy reviews, so I'm not even gonna bring it up.
Why not? You already started it.
Mary Shelley.
Oh.
I think that's a remake.
What, a Frankenstein or a?
Yeah, because like she wrote it. But.
Right. Dead air.
I don't know, man. I know. I'm sorry. I don't know. I'm looking up movies because I know I'm going to see something, and I'm going to go. Well, when I get home, I'm going to be like, crap.
Well, now we have homework.
Yeah, that's true.
We can go back.
I don't care about Jurassic World.
I'm curious. I do. I think they did a great job. But see, that's Pratt. I mean, he's hot at the moment too.
Seeing like Sicario 2.
See,
it looks like the more previews come out, it's like now it's going to be him versus what's his name, Brolin.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't really.
I mean, Sicario. I mean, the first one was cool, man. That was an awesome movie, man.
Like I like that because they didn't treat guys from Delta Force as cannon fodder.
Yeah.
Like these guys were badasses.
Yeah.
They treated them like Delta Force.
Yeah, they paid some respect.
Yeah, because like when I said, oh, she's going to have to save Delta Force or he's going to have to save Delta Force. But instead, it's like she's being, talked down to by the Delta Force leader. Don't get my men killed.
Yeah.
I don't care that you're FBI, or whatever. But that I don't know. It looks like they're going into that where they're going to go into now like they're blowing up Delta Force guys and everything. Like, oh,
well,
okay.
see, to me, I thought it was great because I'm gonna have to look up his name, but there's an actor in it. He played Goggles in Shot Caller.
Yeah.
But he was also in Sicario, and I love the characters in Sicario because it was so cool the way they got out and they were talking about the gun. I'm actually gonna watch. I think I might watch that tonight too. I'll find some time.
No.
Yes.
You're gonna watch Killing Eve.
No, I'm not.
You're gonna watch Killing Eve,
No.
Or you're gonna watch.
Well, I like going back and watching these
You're
movies.
gonna watch
and
Killing Eve,
and I'm gonna watch Tombstone after that.
No,
I
you're
have
not.
to watch Tombstone.
If we get Casey on to do the battle.
No, I'm not doing the battle.
Well, I might have him do Tombstone. You have to do lines from The Crow. Victims, aren't we all?
I could do that. I think I could do that. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Because I
Can't rain all the time.
Can't rain all the time. Yeah, it was good stuff, man. It was hey, fire it up.
T-Bird!
You know how often, anytime me and a buddy stop at a store, smoke some road beers, make it quick.
I'm on it. See, we can say do Crow, the whole thing.
But it's
I am going to do the Crow. For the rest of this podcast, I'm just going to do Crow quotes.
I'll try to set you up for it.
All right.
But yeah, you need to do homework, and come back and figure out what's coming out this summer and what we'd be interested in seeing. That's what we should do too. That's what we'll do this summer. We'll go catch movies and then come back and do reviews on it.
See, I think so. I think that would be cool because I need a movie buddy.
Yep.
I had Steve-O who lived next door to you.
Yeah.
Then I wanted my nephew, but that's out of the question.
Well, we could do. I mean, because dude, you can go catch matinees for cheap.
Oh yeah.
Well, I just go during Saturday morning.
I'm always broke.
Yeah.
Because never buy from cons. I have no problem saying that.
All right, that's fine.
Well, they double took money out.
They double took money out. I don't know if that's the right phrasing.
Well, I don't care.
It's a double payment, but it's whatever.
Well, I made my payment and then they took out, but yet I've never, for all the years that's taken me to pay off this damn TV, you know, was worth $1,500 when I bought it for $2,000. Now I'm about on $8,000 of this 3-year-old TV. Like it's never been on auto pay.
I've had
they took out auto pay after I paid the $170, and here I am. I'm sitting negative.
Yeah, I've had good experiences with cons, but I will say I can say from other
Quick
experiences.
impression for you.
Come.
Cons, man. Fuck. I'm sorry, Mom. I'm dead.
But I mean, I've also heard though, like I've had some friends of mine that
victims, aren't we all?
They filed for bankruptcy, and Cons was the only one that showed up at the hearing.
Yeah.
They're coming at
bankruptcy ain't till mañana.
Halloween ain't till mañana. What the fuck you all painted up for, crackhead?
Yeah,
Halloween.
I told you I'm gonna do it.
That's
I'm gonna do. All right. I'm not gonna do crow quotes.
Name them all.
Name what?
Name all the guys.
I don't know.
And T-Bird's crew.
T-Bird.
Okay.
Oh, I hate you.
Yep.
Because I don't know him.
Yep.
I know the one. I can't think of the dumb one. Because he goes, "Hey, what's your name?" And he goes, "I feel like a little worm on a big effing hook." Like, a little worm on a big effing hook.
Yep.
I know their names, but I can't think of it. Go ahead.
All
Just
right.
be. I take full punishment.
All right.
No. Go ahead.
T-Bird.
Yes.
10-10.
10-10. Yes.
Skank.
Skank. Yes.
Fun boy.
Fun boy.
Yeah.
Banging away on Darla.
You're wasting it.
Jesus Christ. I got a joke for you.
Yeah.
Quick.
That's a little bit much.
So I can't think of some shiny back on track.
Yep.
I can't really think of an upcoming movie that I'd like to see. I'd have to say something next week. I have to watch trailers. I just haven't been. I mean, I've been focused on getting my back healthy and, I really want, just getting into personal life. I'm really like trying to get my stuff paid off and, start saving money so I don't end up in this predicament where I'm minus 40 in the dang bank again, and it's only not even halfway through the month and I get paid at the end of the month. So, but I don't know. I just haven't been paying much attention to movies. But you say Venom.
Yeah, I'm interested in Venom. Like I said, what I'm gonna try to do is I think the summer is, since we're doing this now, I think I'm gonna go out and start seeing more and more movies and stuff like that.
If you're going, let me know.
I will.
I can go after May 31st.
Well, usually, I mean, pretty much anytime I go, I've got to buy 2 tickets anyways. I'm used to it because it's going to usually be me and Aiden, especially Venom, stuff like that. But Matinee, some of those movies he doesn't want to see. There's a couple of them that, when we were watching, like when we went and saw Avengers, he looked over at me and was like, "Daddy, we need to go see that." All right, buddy, we'll go see it.
Yeah,
man.
I understand.
I know it's weird too, but I'm a Potter nerd. I'll openly admit it.
I do not like Potter,
but I like the new movies coming out. I think they've got.
Yeah.
I feel. I mean, they're riding that train, and that's fine. But I've always wanted to know more. For you guys that listen that are like Harry Potter.
Boo.
I know, but I've always wanted to know more about Grindelwald and some of the back characters and stuff like that they're bringing back to the forefront. Because I'm real big on the history, like even Sons of Anarchy. I know they're doing a spinoff. Which I mean, it's
no.
Well, I mean,
stop.
Not
you. Stop.
Well, I want a spinoff of the past. They talked about doing that.
Right.
I wanted them to do that. I wanted to see, Clay and, John Teller. I wanted to see how,
right.
Take me from Vietnam,
right,
up until the point and how it comes to be. Because to me that would be really cool. Because they have all the mug shots on the wall. I'd like to see some of these guys, and see.
You never read Ender's Game, the book. You watched the movie.
No, I did.
You read the book?
Yeah, I read it.
Great book.
Yeah, it was a great book.
Like the second book, because that guy is so into philosophy, I can't get through the second book. I'm so lost.
Yeah.
But the third book is from Bean's perspective.
Okay.
And people love that just much first because it's kind of like telling, like what you just said, is kind of telling the story now it's telling the book one, but from a different angle, telling that story.
Yeah.
That's really great.
See, that's what I'm interested in. I love, it's almost like a Tarantino movie sometimes, but I want it to be a series. Put me in the middle.
Yeah.
Take me to the end.
Right.
But then go back, and now I'm invested in these characters. Same thing they're doing with Better Call Saul.
Right.
Better Call Saul, It's not action packed or anything like that, but it's such a good show because I want to
Right.
see how Saul Goodman develops into being Saul Goodman.
Yeah, people like Fear the Walking Dead because that happened before The Walking
Yeah.
Dead, and what's his name just joined them. I can't think of his name. The black guy, Virgil, not Virgil.
Oh, the
I hate it. He's my favorite character on there.
yeah, I'm not sure of that.
Yeah, he's the one that found Rick when Rick just got out of the hospital.
Oh, yeah. When he had his son with him.
Yeah,
Yeah. And his son got bit and killed and all that.
yeah, because he's like he's
Morgan.
Morgan, yes.
Yeah.
Morgan's like, I say he's my favorite character, but how can I if I can't remember his damn name?
That's
So,
all right. Well, he's a good character, though.
Speaking of which, a girl from the 100 that was very popular, Lexa, she, of course, never mind, but she's now no Fear the Walking Dead.
I wonder what happens.
I don't know. She just transported over there.
Well, I guess she's doing 2 shows.
Yeah, she's doing 2 shows. It happens.
She's got a full schedule.
Yeah. But I don't know. I'll have to watch some stuff and see.
Yeah.
I just saw Adam Driver's a movie called The Black Klansman. I'm like, oh, God, what the hell is that about?
But yeah, I mean, like I said, there's some great shows that are going to be some movies. But yeah, we'll check them out.
Not looking forward to episode 9.
Really?
Hell no. We went over that first podcast.
I
Those
know.
movies are shit.
All right.
I'm not apologizing for my language.
I think they're entertaining.
Well, I mean, they're bright lasers and blowing up stuff. Yeah, they're entertaining.
Yeah,
But they're so horrible.
I enjoy them. But see, I don't give them. All right, just in case you guys don't know, I'm gonna give you guys a little bit of a background on movie theaters.
Uh-huh.
Movie theaters actually don't make much money on the movies until later on. Okay, when they first come out, they make very little, if any, money off of
They
the
make
movies.
movies on a $14 small.
What's that? Yeah, well, I mean, like basically all the money that when movies first come out with the release and the premieres and all that, the majority of that money goes back to the production companies and the industry and all that. They make their money off of the popcorn and candy and Cokes. That's why
Yeah.
they're so expensive. Just a heads up. I like going to movies. If it's a movie I'm not dying to see, I like going to see it 5 or 6 weeks later on to where now the movie theater gets a little bit better of a portion
Yeah,
of
you
the
see.
movie. I like because I want the movie theaters to stay open.
See, I'm going to rush see Infinity Wars because I'm just going to see that during the day.
That's exactly what you do. Yeah, just go catch it then because
Yeah, like 3 weeks later because I just don't like the people.
what do you mean, the actors?
No, I don't like people. The people seeing
you
the
don't
movie
like,
with me.
you don't like people in general. I got you.
Yeah, because there's those one assholes that get there late and they get there late and they're just standing there.
Yeah.
And there's one seat next to you and they're staring like, huh? And you just don't want to look at them because the freaking movie started
Yep.
and you got there on freaking time.
That's why you got to go to the assigned seating places.
Yeah, that's true.
Just go to Lowe's or somewhere near.
Well,
there.
yeah, I mean, a lot of them are now incorporating assigned seating.
Even Tinseltown up here.
Yeah,
that
yeah.
has it too.
But I mean, and then they're like, "Is that seat taken?" It's like, and you just want to say yes. Like if they would have been there 10 minutes earlier, is that seat taken? Like, no, come on. But now you're pissed off at them because I want to watch. Just started. I spent 20 minutes watching a stupid ass Coke commercial 3 times.
Yeah, seriously, what's that about?
Yeah, some stupid dentist has his ad up on the screen.
Yeah, look, I love M&M's, dude, but I'm tired of seeing that same commercial, man. Why is
Right?
it still counting?
Yeah,
All right, you got to snicker at him the first 20
Exactly.
times. Now it's like, dude, come on.
Exactly. You know,
Finish it
there's-
up.
you know, okay, that's a very lovely church.
Yep.
You know, wow, you got a beautiful lake at your church. Did you help out the homeless, by the way?
Yeah.
And I know Christians do. I know Christians get a bad name, but they actually do. But regardless, did you really need that big, beautiful lake at
You
your
did.
church?
Or at your house. Question, Jeff.
Whoa.
Question.
Yes.
Where did Josh Brolin come from? Like, he just...
Sperm.
Well, I know that.
Oh.
I didn't ask you where babies come from.
Well, that's where
I mean,
came from.
he just came back on the scene out of nowhere. I mean, I know he did W, which was cool. I mean,
Nah, I avoided that because you knew what that was.
I don't know. It was entertaining. I enjoyed it.
They're not making a movie about Obama. No, they made a love story about Obama.
I'm sure, Jeff.
And it's like,
That's not what I'm
please.
asking.
I know.
I'm asking.
It's something shiny. We go off on
I
stuff.
know, but I mean-
we're supposed to end this podcast 40 minutes
I know,
ago.
but it seemed like he just came back on the scene out of nowhere.
Let's see here.
Obviously,
Well,
Goonies.
I was going to say
Dude,
Goonies, and then
dude,
you don't
still-
know anything in between Goonies to when he just
I-
appeared again.
I would have to go back and look it up. I mean, because
You'd have to go IMDb.
I mean, I'm sure he's got a lot of projects, and we're gonna maybe that's be what I do next time is bring up Josh Brolin because there's so much that he's doing.
Like, he was great on Sicario.
Yep.
He he just showed up.
He's got
everywhere.
He's got that perfect smart ass look that's entertaining. You know, I mean, that's
okay. He did an amazing. Now this will take you a while to watch.
He did a great job on W, I thought.
It's called Steven Spielberg does the best miniseries. I don't know why they call them miniseries because they're 2 hours long and there's 8 episodes. But it's called Into the West, and it's so good because it starts off from like the pioneer days, and you're following this Indian family, and then like this white man family.
Yeah.
Okay. And like the first 3-4 episodes of this, and then like the first 3 episodes of this, and then the 4th episode they show that character, and then they show another character. He's older, but they did such a great job. It looks like that character older, and Brolin was in that, and he played a very good Christian pioneer guy. I can't think of his name, but he got scalped by a bear. True story. And he was so tough, he asked this guy, "Could you sew my scalp back on, please?" And they did.
Yeah.
And it was, of course, the main character. He just sat down and he said, "Would you mind sewing my scalp back on, please?"
Yeah.
And, the main character for like the first 2 episodes or whatever, so I know he was in that. That's the only thing I can think of between.
Yeah, and I'd have to check it out because I'm curious.
See, that Into the West had a lot of big name characters, big name actors and actresses, but they only play minor roles.
Well, I think a lot of that is Steven Spielberg's pull.
Like that was.
It's like, hey, I got a small role. You want to do it real quick,
Like Gary Busey's in it.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. I mean,
but he's in it for one part.
Yeah.
So it's cool because here are these no-name actors taking the lead.
And it's almost like they're coming in to support, which is cool because Steven Spielberg, I mean, I've heard, I don't know him personally. I've heard good things about him in the industry.
Hey, Mom.
But I'm curious on it because, he has all these little projects that he works on, and he does such a great thing. Actually, me and Aiden were watching Indiana Jones, the Holy Grail one.
Oh. I know.
Sorry.
Speaking of that, I'm just not a big fan of these new Star Wars films, and the Solo story kind of looks bad.
You don't like that one?
It just looks bad.
I'm interested to see how it goes.
But what was so cool, they showed the guy who plays Solo, the young guy.
Yeah.
It shows him. It shows him. Like being interviewed, and Harrison Ford walked in and surprised him. I mean, his you gotta love this guy now. Like, if you didn't like him play Solo, as a Star Wars fan, like I was 50-50 on this kid. I don't know who he is, but his reaction to Harrison Ford walking up behind him, turning, makes me want to see Solo because he goes, "Oh, you gotta be shitting me!" And it was just like, "Oh my God, there he is."
Yeah.
So it was like he respected who that was.
Right.
And it was just cool, and Harrison Ford said something funny.
Harrison Ford's actually, I know he was on the Jimmy Kimmel show a while back when he had Chewbacca on there.
Oh, did he?
Dude, it was great. He was basically Jimmy Kimmel had Harrison Ford on. He was taking questions from the crowd. He said, as long as there's nothing Star Wars related.
All right.
And so he goes the first person in the crowd, and he stands up, and he's got a Jedi uniform on, and he's like, "Do you like being an actor?" Next one stands up, they're dressed up like Princess Leia. It's like, so do you like pizza? And the third one they go to is it stands up and it's Chewbacca. And nothing's really said. It's just Harrison Ford looks at him and goes, "You son of a bitch." It was one of the hands down one of the greatest episodes ever. Man, I used to love the Jimmy Kimmel show, man. I just can't.
He got too left wing.
Well, he got too political in general.
Yeah, if you get too political, it's like I don't. It's not funny.
And that's where
he played Jedediah Smith in Into the West.
Oh, nice.
And then he was in No Country for Old Men. Remember?
Oh yeah. That's right. Yeah, he played Llewellyn.
He was in Planet Terror.
Okay, didn't see it.
And then it's W. Then he was in Milk.
Oh yeah, he was in Milk. That's
Wall
right.
Street Money Never Sleeps. Jonah Hex, which he probably doesn't want to be known as.
Yeah.
Men in Black 3, I forgot, because he played Tommy Lee Jones young.
Yeah. That made sense, though. By the way, he pulled that off very well.
So there's some movies that.
Yeah, I forgot he was in Milk. He played a really good character in Milk. I mean,
he was in Hollow Man, Best Laid Plans, The Mod Squad, Mimic, Night Watch. Flirting
Mod
with Disaster.
Squad was he with Sean Penn in that, wasn't he? Yep.
The Mod Squad? No, that was this is like from a British.
Oh, okay.
That's that.
He was in
Squad.
something. He was in another movie with Sean Penn when Sean
he?
Penn. Yeah, Sean Penn.
I don't know.
Man,
he was in 21 Jump Street back in 1987.
Was he?
He was in Highway to Heaven.
Oh, Highway to Heaven.
And then he was in that movie Thrashing as Corey Webster in 1986. So
wow.
There's some things where he's been in.
Yeah, he's been around.
Yeah.
All right, well.
All right, let's end this because we said we'd end it 50 minutes ago.
Yeah, we can wind it down. I've got some theme music I need you to check out.
I'm back in the game. Cobra Kai.
That'll do it.
All right. Yeah. Thanks for listening, folks. Please leave your positive or negative comments in the thing on YouTube.
Yeah, the thing.
You can find us Something Shiny.
Yeah, we'll have
on YouTube.
We'll probably put up a website eventually.
I guess so. Yeah. We're new at this. We hope you enjoy it. But yeah, please leave comments. If there's something you want us to talk about, movie or talk about fishing, or NASCAR.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I don't know anything about NASCAR anymore.
If the fans want to hear NASCAR, we do it.
Actually, you know what? I've got some local people that.
I don't care anymore.
Well, no, I'm talking about some fishermen and stuff like that are pro and sponsored. It'd be cool to get some of those guys on, some hunters and stuff too. Not for you.
No.
but I mean, it'd be nice to.
Not for you. No.
It'd be nice to spread it out.
So what do? You throw the thing in the water?
No, it'd be cool to hear.
I cast. So you throw the thing in the water?
Obviously, I'm going to add to this podcast.
How do you know? How do you know you got a fish? Well, there's a little bobber. I don't know why I love it that, but I will.
Well, it'd be nice to know lures and different conditions and all that.
I've seen Tuna Catch or whatever that stupid show is, and all those people with the horrible Boston accents, and that one douchebag with the laugh.
Yeah, I don't.
Wish he'd fall off the boat.
I don't get those, man. I mean, damn it, Jeff, you're gonna draw me.
I
in.
love the
You're gonna draw
Deadliest
me
Catch.
back in. I was trying to end it.
I know Deadliest Catch you still love, but I mean they're all assholes.
I don't.
You don't love it anymore?
No, because they just.
It is.
Producers got a hold of it too much, man.
They do produce that, and it was funny because like the season, like the commercial this year shows like Sig Hansen,
and
he's going, this year it's all about the crab. I was like, has it not been all about the crab up till this point?
What have you guys been telling your wives?
What? Yeah. What are y'all catching? What are you?
Yeah.
Is that a type of fish you've been catching up to this point that looks like a crab? I was like, that's stupid.
It's all about the crab. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Dude. I get it. I mean, and it's all I'm over the voice, and I get drawn in from when they come out.
Well, they're just all assholes.
Well,
eventually you realize you're drawn in, then eventually you realize just watching these guys who are assholes catching crab.
Well, yeah, and I look at other shows like The Voice and American Idol, stuff like that.
Where's ISIS when you need them?
I am absolutely in favor of people having the opportunity to make their lives better.
See, but that show's all rigged too.
And that's what
American Idol was totally rigged.
Oh, absolutely.
Howard Stern busted that on his radio show a long time ago.
Did he really?
Yeah, he had this guy keep calling in and saying, "Look, because Howard Stern kept saying, I don't know if it's fake. I love the show. I can't watch it." And this guy called in and says, "I work for the show, and I can tell you who's going to get eliminated." And Howard Stern goes, "All right, that's a bit." He goes, I'm going to give you our hotline number, and you're going to call in." And this guy would call in and tell him, it was like from like 8 down. He said, this guy's going to be eliminated in this, or this lady's going to be eliminated in that. And he was right. And then when it was down to 3, he goes, well, actually, Howard goes, all right, it's down to 3. Who's going to be? He goes, well, actually, I can tell you who the winner is going to be now, Howard. And he goes, well, how? He goes, because one person has like a whole team around them and the other 2 have no one.
Oh, wow.
and he hit it the whole time.
Oh, that's.
And he says, like, if the fine print says producers have the right to cut voting off at any time, so they can just wait. Like if it's goes, like they want this person to they want this person to go next round, like the first 20 callers, like let's say it's 15-5.
Yeah.
Cut. Huh. They have the right to cut they don't tell you that. You still call in. I'm voting for Philip.
And you used to call it. It used to be 99 cents to vote or something like that.
But anyway. Sorry.
No,
you were talking about those shows.
No, that's great. No, that's
we went on reality shows when we were supposed to end this for the third time.
No, that's okay. That's great info, though. And see, that's what I'm saying, though. I mean, that's where it's like, dude, I'm all about them getting the opportunity, but and that's where we watched it enough to know it's like, oh, that magician's badass. It's like he's not winning.
Right.
You just know. I mean, but yeah, and that's exactly it. I mean, I'm over them. And I think there's so many of those shows that are so overproduced. It's disgusting.
Here's how we win money.
Yes.
We take your son.
Okay.
We hit him in the knee with an aluminum bat.
Okay. I'm with you so far.
Then we cut off his arm with a saw.
Mm-hmm. He gets too mouthy.
And then he goes on and he sings.
Bingo.
It's like, how long has he had that limp? His whole life. Yeah. What happened to his arm? You just fake tears. I don't want to talk about it.
I've always got the...
Because I feel guilty for it.
I've always got the special thank you.
Yeah.
Hey, very special thanks.
You
know who you are.
Yeah. And you say, I just know he loves this show.
Yeah. I was thinking about going on.
He loves the show. And he just says, Daddy, can I win? I said, yes, please vote for my son. And
yeah.
It's like, perfect.
That's it. It's a backstory.
And then just turn your head like this. Like be crying and then just become like Fedor. Just become stoked. Just be.
That'll do it.
I made a face, like a very stoic.
It was a great face. Eventually, we'll do videos of this.
Yeah, all right.
And that's exactly. I mean, because the backstories is what wins it, pretty much. But I thought about going on Biggest Loser. I was going to try to tack on, a couple 100 pounds and just go for it because I was like, dude, that was a joke too. Like all these people was like, how you lost all that weight? How are you going to gain it back? It's like, well, they're not working out for 10 hours a day anymore. They're not eating 200 calories.
Yeah,
they're going to gain weight back. It's like, well, how are you going to do it when you get back to your home life? You can't.
And don't tell me you care about them when you actually vote people off.
Yeah, that's exactly it. Well, we're in the game now, dude. Stupid.
There was a show on A&E where they actually took fat people and they stayed with them. Like they didn't kick them off the show. It's cool.
Yeah. And that's why would you kick them off? Why not?
I told you when I see
you can move them off camera,
right?
But don't take them off the show.
I told you like what I do when I see like a fat person. I'm driving. I see a fat person jogging. I told you what I do, right?
I don't know.
I see them and I just wanna like get out, shake their hand. I like in my mind I'm giving them thumbs up because you're fat, you're out of shape, and you're unhealthy or whatever, and you're out there and you're doing something.
Yeah, I always drive by.
You're in the public running. Everyone's gonna look at you because you're fat and ugly. Sorry,
you just added ugly.
I was thinking, well, that's what they screamed at me. This is what these girls screamed at me as I was out there fat jogging.
Okay. This is Tuesday.
And I'm like, yeah. And so, and I'm like, okay. I'm like, cool. But like when I see like a guy or a girl who's in shape, I'm like, you freaking asshole. You freaking show off. Like, I'm in shape. I'm gonna get out here and jog. If I see a fat person, like, good for you.
Yeah, that's
God bless you.
It really is
Godspeed.
awesome. Yep.
Godspeed. You keep going. But then say in shape person, I'm like, you son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Oh, everyone can see your abs. You don't have abs.
Yeah.
But you thin.
I love the people that, well, I've got to get in shape before I go to the gym.
What?
The dumbest thing I've ever heard.
That's why you go.
Yeah. I honestly, I see people, in my gym, it's pretty comfortable, man. I mean, everybody's all different shapes and
people
sizes.
at that gym, they're just, it's all shape. People are just focused on working out.
That's it. I'm in the zone, man. I do my own thing and move on.
Except for Roland, he's got to look over there.
Yeah.
Like, dude, I'm trying to stay focused and working out, and you just girls over there doing squats with a nice butt.
Yeah, come on, dude.
Thankfully, he's found a girl now, and that's not going to happen. So,
yeah,
in case Monica's listening,
so we won't see him at the gym for the next 6 months.
Yeah, well, I quit the gym. So,
you quit the gym?
Yes, I told you before the podcast.
That was off the air.
Yeah, well, my shoulders. I got to rehab my shoulders. They're not getting better.
So you say?
We should really stop this podcast. Now we're just talking about our personal lives.
That's all right.
All right, folks. Thanks for listening.